Mental Health Mondays ignite the spark. Hope guides each step, even in the dark. New week, new dreams to see. Hope's the key to what's meant to be.
Hey, welcome to Mental Health Mondays. My name is Hope. So this is Mental Health Mondays with Hope. And tonight you are here with me, and we are talking about pet peeves and what exactly it is that you do with pet peeves. Like, how do you react to your pet peeve? And if you have a pet peeve you would like to discuss, and we can, hash it back and forth and see how you handle it. The telephone number here is 908-899-3089. That's 908-899-3089. We have callers calling in already. So we're gonna take a call. We have someone that has a pet peeve. Oh, did we lose them? Okay, good.
I'll take the call.
So we're going to talk to callers tonight. If you want to call in, the telephone number is 908-899-3089. We have one caller we're getting back to right now, and then I think we have a second one on hold, two on hold. There we go. Hello, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, what's your name?
Christine Higgins.
Hi, Christine. And what is?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
It says we have to plug in the PC, just so you know. We're having fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. So we're talking pet peeves tonight. What is your pet peeve?
Rude, inconsiderate people.
Rude, inconsiderate people. That is fair. So do you have an example?
For no reason, somebody is just rude, has to open their mouth for no good reason. They don't like something, so they got to tell you, that kind of thing. Or just somebody who, is just mad at the world and takes it out on everybody for no good reason.
So you're talking like in public, or?
Could either way. It could be either way. I would say I more generally would run into these type of people in public, yeah.
Okay. So let me ask, I mean, how do you, because again, we were talking about pet peeves, and this is a mental health show. How do you handle that?
Well, it would depend on the situation. As long as it's not going too far, I would just kill with kindness. But if it calls for somebody being put in their place, I will.
Right. I want you to stay with me here, but this is the first time we're doing these call-ins, and I'm getting messages that are saying that this Google subscriber is not accepting messages. Just so you know.
Oh.
Kendall, not you, Kendall. Okay.
We'll get there.
All right, we'll get there. We're working on it. Sorry. So yeah. So that was more for Kendall, our producer here. So when you say that you'll handle it, what does that mean?
I'm trying to think of the right words to use here. I don't necessarily get rude back, but I will be, blunt and say it how it is. So like, if it's a situation that somebody, needs to kind of be stopped in what they're doing,
right.
I will speak up, and you know what I mean? I won't be an asshole about it, or sorry, a jerk about it, but, they may not like what they hear.
Right. So, I mean, because this is
people like that usually have something going on, the mental health aspect of that, so I try not to go that route, but sometimes it's just say what.
We have a cuss jar.
Yeah, when they curse, they gotta put.
Oh, did you say a bad word? Did you cuss? Did you curse?
I did not. I did.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we have a cuss jar. We have a cuss jar here, and Kendall just put in money for you, so I think you owe him.
Okay, thank you, Kendall.
So because we're a mental health show, and I have somebody else that's on hold right now, so I do want to get to that person. I think I have Mary Lou on hold. So we're gonna kind of wrap up. How does that affect your mental health when those people do that to you? And how do you keep your mental health in check? Because I feel like we have a lot of anger issues in the world right now. And that's part of what we're talking about tonight with the pet peeves, is how we can handle it to keep our own mental health intact.
Absolutely. I mean, there was a time where it would affect me greatly because I'm extra sensitive, so I would take a lot personally. So it came in time learning not to take things personally, that, you know, what somebody else is going through has nothing to do with me, and how they're treating me is a reflection of them. Some of taking that in and actually integrating that into my thinking helps me to be able to just let it go. That's probably the biggest thing. And also, you know, when it's not a more serious situation, you know, to be able to try to help and try to turn that person around. Like, I will kill them with kindness, and I mean that in a nice way. I don't mean that naturally.
Right.
I will show them the kindness that they're obviously lacking.
Right. Awesome.
And that makes me feel good about me.
Yeah.
So that also helps my own self-esteem.
Beautiful. And it sets a great example for anybody else around you. Well, thank you so much, Christine, for calling in. We appreciate it. And remember, if you have not subscribed to the PA Empowerment Network, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And we're happy that you joined us tonight. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great night. And I think we have Mary Lou on hold. Kendall, yeah, we're learning here. We're learning. So thank you. Is that Mary Lou? Hey, Mary Lou. Hi, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania, but I'm from Georgia.
Ah.
Georgia.
Okay, you're a Georgia peach, huh?
That was my nickname.
Oh, no, stop. Was it really? I was just playing because Georgia peaches. That's adorable. I love it. I love it. All right, so Mary Lou, what is your pet peeve that you're calling in with tonight?
Well, my pet peeve, I have to say, got to be my husband leaving the toilet seat up or leaving it down. He can't make up his mind. I thought it was a universal thing, you know, that everybody just, all men were taught, lift the toilet seat when you had to go, and you put it down when it's all done. But that's not apparently. I met my husband. He's from New Jersey, born and raised. And we now reside here in Pennsylvania, and we've been together 20 years, and this is still something I cannot teach him.
Right, right. And I was going to, and I know we have somebody that's calling in right now. If you could try to call back, and unless Kendall's going to put you on hold. All right, hold, please. Whoever's calling in, don't quit yet. And Mary Lou, stay with us, girl.
Welcome.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
We're learning.
Welcome to the Empowerment Network. How are you, young lady?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm just going to put you on hold for a second, and hope we'll get right with you, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
This is like, uh-oh, did we hang up on somebody?
Sure did.
Oh no, Mary Lou, we hung up on you.
Hello, how are you, dear?
Good.
Is this Mary Lou?
No.
Okay, it's fine.
All right, we lost Mary Lou.
She'll have to call back in. Oh, she's back in. Hold on, please. Okay, stay on the line.
Sure.
Mary Lou, how are you, young lady?
Mary Lou.
There you go.
This is fun, actually. All right, Mary Lou, I apologize. You there?
I'm here.
I'm so sorry. So we're just getting this whole phone technique down. So thank you for doing this with us because you are actually teaching us. So I was actually going to ask you, but you had already given the information, where your husband was from. Not saying that, the reason he does that is because he's from New Jersey, but I'm just curious if Southern men have a little bit more of that gentlemanly attitude. So what ways have you tried? And listen, I'm not a marriage counselor. Well, we're not going to do that tonight, but what ways have you tried to get him to put the toilet seat down?
Well, because my constant nagging, I have to say, and I've left notes. I've asked him repeatedly. I threatened him, and I have to say, none of it works. I've even gone as far as saying I'd be on him in the middle of the night while I was sleeping just to teach him a lesson, but I haven't gone that far.
Well, okay, that's good. I'm glad you haven't gone that far. Have you tried like tapping into his dopamine rush? Like, have you tried, getting that dopamine response from him? Like, I know this sounds terrible, but it's almost like a treat. Like when dopamine tends to make us react in a way that is more favorable instead of nagging. And if you can hit their dopamine center with phrasing, then he might be more inclined. And like that could be like pleasure sensors and things like that. So I don't know if there's anything that you can maybe share with him that might be good incentive.
I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work to me.
Well, I mean, it's just relationship building. Have you told him, hey, this is how I feel when this happens, when my booty goes into the toilet at 3:00 in the morning, when I have to go to the bathroom and the lights aren't on?
Oh, I don't have to tell him. I think he sees it. I think he knows.
Well, you never know. You never know what one is thinking. So one of the big things, is in mental health or keeping our own mental health is we can only have control of how we react to things and not always necessarily how the person, like how they're behaving or how they're reacting, but we can only control how we react to them. So we might not even know if he knows what he's doing because, anybody in a relationship, once you start nagging, as you say, I think it goes in one ear and out the other, or they just think about bass fishing or something, and they don't even hear you. So, maybe give it a try to where, really like talk to him about, hey, this is how this makes me feel. And, do it that way instead of the nagging way. You think is that too much energy to give that a try?
I know it sounds like good advice, but I don't know. I keep thinking you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, sure you can. Absolutely. Because we're all getting older and look how we're all keeping up with the times with, with social media and all that. So I have hope for you, no pun intended. I feel you're going to do good with this. I got you. I think you're going to do a good job. Tell them how important, not just because, but it's for your own safety and for your own well-being. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. And don't forget, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the PA Empowerment Network, go ahead and give us a subscription. Thank you. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Hello, this is Hope.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Mental Health Mondays.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, who am I talking to?
Olivia.
Olivia, that's such a pretty name. I love that name.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you calling from?
From New Jersey.
From Jersey. Hey, thanks for listening to us in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about with your pet peeve tonight?
Oh my God, there are so many. I don't even know what to choose.
Okay, well, which one irritates you the most?
Somebody driving in the left lane that's going slower than
the speed limit or the speed limit and not letting people pass in the left lane.
Gotcha. So when that happens to you, how do you react to it?
Drives me crazy.
But okay,
It does. It drives me crazy, and you know, if it's in the evening, I flash lights. But if that doesn't work, then I mean, I used to be a lot worse. I'm kind of trying to deal better now, but I'll just pass them up and be done with it.
Okay.
But it does drive me.
Well, sure. So I have to ask, you know, when you do pass them, do you make any sort of eye contact with them or any sort of gestures that you are not happy with them? Be honest.
Sometimes it depends on how long, you know, I've been being tortured
Right.
behind them in the left lane.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. I need you. I'm sorry. I need you to hold, please, because we're getting another call in, and we got to just put you on hold for just a second so we can take that one. And I'm actually, I'm glad that you're calling about driving, because that was one of the things that I really wanted to talk about, because it seems that we have so many road rage incidents and driver issues and things like that. So, you know, so that's why I'm glad that I'm not glad that it's a pet peeve of yours, but I'm glad that we're talking about it. So I think we were at the point where, like, did you give him any dirty glances, any gestures?
No, I think if I were in my 20s, I would have, perhaps. But, you know, just a glance, I guess maybe dirty glance. I don't know. I tend to be kind of animated with my face, so maybe they would recognize it as a leer.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm really glad, because, you know, when we talk about driving, there are so many things. That left lane one is definitely one that bothers me also. You know, where we live, where we have our studio, in our town, we have these roundabouts now. Now, New Jersey, you guys have had them for a long time, and it seems like you're getting rid of them. But, you know, now all of a sudden we're getting them. And I think.
Well, I'm kind of used to them, but.
Right. Well, here people don't necessarily know how to drive in them. And, you know, so it's who has the right of way and all that. You know, and for me personally, you know, when everybody was complaining about us getting the roundabouts here, I just made jokes about it. And I said I was just going to drive around circles around the roundabout and see how long it took anybody to notice. Because I feel like I can't sweat the small stuff anymore. Right.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I feel about the left lane. I mean, you know, it does drive me crazy, but I do try to, you know, I try to stop the road rage. That's where, you know, you can get ahead of yourself.
Right. Absolutely.
Even a dirty look these days, you never know where it's gonna lead.
No,
so I'd rather not.
You're absolutely correct. And I mean, you know, I don't know your age. You sound young, but you know,
thank you.
Well, you're welcome. But I remember a time when, you know, we didn't have to worry about thinking, you know, if somebody irritated us and we did have a reaction on the road, that we could potentially get shot.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, somebody tried to literally run me off the road into a ditch on the highway, like push me with their car. And I'm like, where does this anger come from? I don't get it. I mean, that was a while ago, but I just don't understand, you know, where that comes from. But I do, actually. And that's going to be a whole other episode, whether it's PTSD or vicarious trauma. I'm going to be doing a show on that. Yes. Glad that you called in. And I appreciate the way you handle that driving situation. And I think, you know, we could all learn a little bit from that and be a little bit more patient when we're driving, and just let that stuff slide.
Yeah. I'm getting I'm getting like 70-30
Right,
or 80-20.
right. Well, good job. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And
All
again,
right.
thank you for calling in. We appreciate it, Miss Olivia. You have a great evening.
You as well.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I think we have another caller on the line. Yes? No? I think we lost them. We may have lost our other caller. That was fun, wasn't it? I had a good time. If you want to try to, give a call in, we still do have a couple more minutes since we started late. 908-899-3089 is the number. We're talking pet peeves, and we're talking about how you react to them. How does that affect your mental health? Because that's what the show is about. It's about mental health. And I said it before, and I'll say it again, is that we cannot control other people's behaviors. We cannot control how they react. The only thing we can do is control how we react to them. And I think we're in a time right now where we are, we just have too much anger going on. And, we all need to just maybe sit back and meditate a little bit. And, okay, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
Hi, we're Chantel Davis and Brian Davis. We own Willie Mae's Place and Legacy Vines Winery, located in Gilbert, Pennsylvania. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner and wine flights and really delicious Southern comfort food. Come and join us. We'll happily seat you, your family. We have a beautiful farm-to-table garden as well as 2 therapy donkeys named Freedom and Friar Tuck that you're welcome to come and visit. Give us a call if you have any questions or would like to make a reservation, and we look forward to seeing you.
Okay, maybe they'll call back.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Mental Health Mondays. We're talking about pet peeves, and we're gonna take another call. I have Kendall, everybody. We have one more. We have another call coming in.
Hello, how are you? And welcome to the Empowerment. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the Empowerment Network.
This is great. I love it.
Yes, I am.
What's your
Awesome.
topic?
Being put on hold.
Okay. And what's your name, young lady?
Cynthia.
Okay, Cynthia.
I don't know
she'll
if
be
y'all
with
can
you
hear
one
that.
second,
Yeah, we
okay?
can put her on.
All right, thanks.
Kendall just asked, our producer, he just asked what her topic was, and she said being placed on hold. I love it. I love it. So who is this, please?
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Turn her thing down. Turn it down.
Can you turn there? We're getting some feedback from you, so I don't know if it's like your computer or your phone. If you're sitting too close to something, just need to turn the volume down. That's all. That's much better. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. So Cynthia, so go ahead.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I understand how, some businesses work, but one of my pet peeves are when they put me on hold and I'm on hold for a very, very long time. I understand that they cannot reach out to everybody, but I do have a doctor's office that puts you on a callback list, which is fantastic.
Right.
So
right.
You just, press 1 for a callback, and then an hour later they'll call you back.
Right.
But to sit on hold and wait and wait and wait, and then you think, well, I've wasted all this time now on hold. I don't want to hang up now.
Right.
But you're in the middle of something else, so it's very, very frustrating.
So is there are you talking like, you're not talking smaller businesses, like you're talking like me, as soon as you said that, I thought of the time that I was on hold for a very long time with the electric company. It was just forever.
Really, with anything, if you call a restaurant for a reservation and they put you on hold, the reservation is only going to take seconds.
Right.
I have a party at 5, and not that I'm any more important than anyone else, but they should dedicate, a moment. It's just so easy for them to put people on hold, and finish up what they're doing.
Right.
And again, I understand it. It's just a pet peeve of mine.
Sure. So, so let's say you do call the restaurant and they put you on hold. What do you think the reasons that they would put you on? Like, what in your mind, or what have you seen would be the reasons that they put you on hold? Like, what tasks would they be doing, if that makes sense?
Well, my guess would be it's probably a hostess who's feeding people or tending to somebody that's physically there.
Right.
That would be my guess.
Right.
Or a bartender, and I understand they're in the middle of something, but I believe that my call is just as important as somebody that might be sitting there.
Right. Absolutely. No, I mean, I agree. So when that happens, do you lash out at them? How do you handle it?
Oh, no. Usually, depending on what it is, if it's like if it's a credit card dispute where I need to finish up that phone call, I will wait on hold. If it's a restaurant, if I'm, asking, hey, do you have gluten-free, bread, I just hang up and call a different restaurant.
Okay. Listen, that's good to know. So I hope if there are business owners out here that are listening, if you put your customers on hold when they call in, then there's a very good potential that they can go someplace else. And the reason I asked you was like, what do you think they would be doing? Like, and I've never been a bartender. So if anybody's a bartender, have you ever been a bartender, Cynthia?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. So then you're a good person to answer this. If you're a bartender, you're behind the bar and you're making a drink, would you answer the phone?
Usually what I would do is tell the people that are at the bar, excuse me one moment. And then I would get to the phone call and take care of the phone call. Now, I do understand, since I was in that position, some people just go on and on and on, and you need to hurry up the conversation. But some places just say, hello, thanks for calling ABC store, hold please, and then put you on hold. And
Gotcha.
you have an option to say, hey, this is be quick.
Right.
When I was in the service industry, I would say to whoever I was serving, please, give me one moment to tend to this phone call.
Right.
Not in those words, but I would always be like, oh, excuse me 1 minute. Then I would go take the phone call, and then I'd come back. Are you doing okay?
Right.
And that's how I feel I should be treated when I'm on the other end of the phone call.
And I actually agree with you on that. I think, maybe, again, maybe training is different now. Maybe, do you feel, in general, that we've kind of gotten away from quality customer service?
Oh, absolutely. But you don't have enough time on your podcast for that story.
Well, maybe another time.
Yeah, possibly.
And so let me just, instead of getting into a full-blown story about that, do you have any theories as to why you feel that's happening?
Not theories, but I do know that it's very hard for me. I'll give you a quick scenario. Since I was, say, a food waitress, I guess it would even be another pet peeve when your order comes out incorrect. I've always known, I know it's not your fault, you go on and on because you don't know what's going to happen on the other end of the swinging kitchen doors, but they always blame the cook or someone else, and it's like, listen, we're not going back and forth. Your job is to make sure my order comes out correctly. So that's, again, I guess that's another pet peeve, and I'm never rude to, servers, but I wrong with it. They have another job lined up. They're just there. It doesn't matter to them. We were brought up in a different time. Your job is your job, and you did it well.
Right.
And I don't see that a lot.
Right.
So, as a theory as to why, I don't know. Maybe you're living with your parents a lot longer. They don't need much. I think when I was 19 and had my own apartment and had to look at electric and cables to pay for, you have kids living at home till they're 30, 40, 50.
Do you think social media plays a part in any of this? or not just social media, but just the whole, you know, it's an internet generation, it's a keyboard generation, you know, versus face-to-face conversations. You think the art of conversation has been lost in general with this generation?
With no, because I come across a lot of very good servers and, you know, employees and workers, and I always make it a point to make sure that they're pointed out that they've done a great job. It's just, you know, they seem to be few and far between. So I can't blame the internet for that.
Yeah.
You know, social media or anything. I just think that work ethic isn't there, and you know, maybe I'm not going into very upscale restaurants. I don't know. that could be an answer.
Well, I mean, but still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the type of restaurant you're in. You're in the service industry, and
right.
you know, everyone should be, you know, treated with good customer service. But it sounds like, as far, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I won't call out a restaurant, but I was sitting at a bar one time just a little while ago, and a worker came in and sat near us, and the bartender and the worker had conversations that should have been private conversations, and it was just, I remember the company I was with pointing it out. I'm like, we would never do that when we were working. You know,
right.
We were always told, you know, these are not your friends. This is, you know, you are here to serve those people.
Right.
And maybe it's just, you know, the training. Maybe they don't have very good trainers. Maybe they're not even to blame.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Maybe
right.
I need to go into every restaurant and train their help.
There you go. There you go. Might be a new job for you, side gig or something. A leapfrog. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
There we go, a side hustle. But I think you have really good insight into this. And again, I mean, this is a show about mental health. And the reason we wanted to talk about pet peeves tonight was to see how people deal with their pet peeves, because sometimes, you know, people, they get just angry and tense and frustrated. And then, you know, if that person cuts you off in the morning, then it dictates the whole rest of your day. Whereas, you know, and I've said during previous calls, is that we can't, you know, decide other people's behaviors, but we can choose how we're going to react to them, and make that choice to whether or not we're going to allow them to rent some space in our head rent free, you know, take up space in our head rent free, or if we're just going to expel it, let it go, and move about our day in a positive manner. And it sounds like you do that. And that's fair. You know, I feel that with lots of things, even with me, once I put it out into the universe and release it, then it's gone. You know, that sometimes that's really all, you know, all we have to do to release it is to say it, and then we feel better. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your calls. Cynthia. Appreciate you calling in. And if you're not, you know, hit the subscribe button for the EMPOWERMENT Network. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. It doesn't cost anything. And you won't get okay? For very long. All right. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Have a great evening. Right. All right. And Kendall, she said thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, good. Woo, that was fun tonight. That was a lot of fun. So, the moral of the story is that we all have pet peeves. They'll have things to bother us, but is our reaction. Great, or we can let it go and go about having a great day. So once again, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the PA Empowerment Network. My name is Hope. This is Mental Health Mondays, and I didn't do my hands. I didn't. I didn't do my IM. I don't think I did my IM last week either. So since it's just me, I'm just going to say that I am blessed to have people that are really willing to share their stories with me around. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next week. See you next Monday on Mental Health. Have a great week.